All right, here we go.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Pat. You know the tagline for the show?
Hashtag drink and grow rich. For those of you on YouTube and Instagram over here.
But that's not the tagline. The tagline is it's the dumbest smart show on the internet. So you got to go back and watch them, Pat. You got to get. If you're going to be my content producer, you got to know my content. It's called the dumbest smart show on the internet because it's a very dumb show. The fact that we're drinking live on Instagram, but it's a smart show because we're coming, bringing the heat. So, all right, today we're actually live on YouTube, also YouTube and Twitter. I guess we're trying this thing called StreamYard. But I'm here with somebody. Pat, say hi. What's up?
What's going on, everybody? How we doing? My first drink and grow rich here.
All right.
With my friend Sean. We have Frank DiPietro, two great American heroes. First comment of the night.
I like it. Yo, who's calling it? Pat, guess who this is? All right, we got our first call in.
Here we go.
Let's see if she actually knows what she's doing. Okay, I don't know. It didn't show up. It was my mom. My mom never watches this. So, Mom, if you're trying to call in, what's going on? All right, but what's up, Shelby? All right, so this is the show where you guys ask questions. Whoever asks the best question wins beer money. So, first question. What's it like being the second coolest guy in the room, Sean? I have no idea. That's my friend. He's messing with me. He knows I'm the coolest. But, yeah, he's eliminated now from winning. So, congratulations. You lost. Sean, move over. You're blocking Pat. Yeah, it's my show. Bring him in a minute. All right, Pat, you can come in. What's your first topic? You said you got 3 topics.
All right. I'd like to thank everyone for coming out. My first topic, if anyone's as excited to not see Space Jam than I am, leave a thumbs up in the comments.
Wait, so are you excited for Space Jam?
Sean, I'll tell you right now, I cannot wait to never watch that movie.
Are you crazy? Oh, yes, we have a debate already.
I cannot wait to never, ever.
I am going to see Space Jam in the movie theaters tomorrow, I think. I'm so excited.
The only way you ever catch me watching that movie is if it's at my funeral.
Do you like the original Space Jam?
Yes.
So are you just a LeBron hater?
I cannot stand LeBron, and people are agreeing in the comments with me.
My friend Hector hates LeBron too. Dude, I love LeBron, and not I love watching him play basketball. I've been a fan of his. I think he's an absolute idiot off the court. Like, he doesn't know what he's talking about.
He just gets too involved in everything.
There's some of the funniest videos. You ever see the video where he does like a book, like he has a Malcolm X book, and he's in an interview.
He's always on the first page.
Oh yeah, that's a hilarious like, pictures. But this one, it's an interview, and the media's there, and he has the book on his lap, and they're like, LeBron, how's that book? How's the book going? He's like, he's a very good man. Like, he never read it. He never read the book.
It's like when you get like the long list of books to read for summer reading, and you come back and get tested on it.
Yeah.
Oh, so what was this one about?
That was the caption. It was like LeBron like struggling through his like homework assignment.
All right, we have some comments here to catch up on.
I'm watching the movie. I like LeBron still. I can put that stuff aside. And Space Jam is an amazing movie. Dude, I like LeBron, so I'm excited for it. And I'm going to be with an open mind, and I will judge the movie based on how well the movie is. But come on, the Looney Tunes and a couple of my podcasts in the past, I've tried to like predict the plot for it. Like, I'm excited for it. So
couldn't care less.
Space Jam, I'm seeing it tomorrow. And I never go to the movies. I usually work on the weekend. I'll still be working tomorrow. But me and Shelby were talking about possibly going to the theater. I might live stream it on Instagram to like give my opinion on it right out the gate.
Can you smoke cigs inside? Frank DiPietro wants to know.
Where? Here?
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, you could. Go for it. How many times did you watch the original Space Jam movie? Dude, I probably watched like 1,000 times.
Really?
I mean, not 1,000. I probably watched like 14 times. I don't know. My favorite part's when the fat guy's like, he's fixing a divot. Because like he's trying to find LeBron. He's trying to find Jordan like way down and he's digging up the ball. Not LeBron. I already got it mixed up. I'm excited for it.
You said you don't like going to the movies.
No, not really.
Really? All right. So I feel like the movies is like a whole experience for me. I get so fired up when I go there. But in this specific aspect, you will not see me.
So you like the movies in general. I don't like the movies.
I love the movies.
I'm excited for Space Jam. You'll never see Space Jam 2.
Especially the weird noises and comments you hear when it gets real quiet in the movie theater.
And someone's like,
Some interesting stuff going on in there.
so you don't like LeBron, so
Nah.
you're not even going to give it a chance.
No,
I think that says something about you. You got to give it a chance. You got to. I mean, if you're interested at all in the whole topic, like, and you're gonna have an opinion on it, you got to see it. I don't like to have an opinion on things. I try to be even-minded in all elements. Like, I can look at LeBron, think he's an idiot off the court, and still respect his game. I love watching him play. I root for him. Like, I could be even-minded. I could be even-minded when I need to be. And I don't know. Are you, Pat? Are you even-minded?
For the most part, yes. But once you cross a line, there's a point of no return. And I feel like LeBron, he just needs to get taken out with the trash.
I mean, he's still good. Like, he's not going anywhere.
Franco saying it doesn't take much to get Patrick fired up. Apparently.
He's hating on a movie he's never even
Claire
going to
wants
see.
to know what's the award in the background. So, yeah, we recently launched our new season of Warehouse Sports. And I don't know if you saw it. Go follow us on TikTok. And I'm the basketball champion.
He beat me in pig on a little hoop. Actually, I mean,
So
I'm not
this is
excused.
my,
I lost.
This is my state title here.
But we put a real hoop up.
we gotta hang up.
We'll see. But yeah, it's not rare that I lose my warehouse. Pat beat me in pig, so probably got a little big head. But maybe I'll just fire him. No? Huh?
You want to play
I wish
fire
I
on
was.
that thing instead of horse?
What's the difference? Yeah, to see for your job.
Yeah.
No, we need a real hoop. And this is a dumb. You know what? I was gonna make an excuse. I'm not even making an excuse. I lost. Drink one for me. Here you go.
For you, Claire.
So your first topic was with Space Jam, dude. I'm excited because I like the plot. The far as like I just seen the preview, but they're going to be like all the other like worlds. They're going to be like a Game of Thrones world and like a Batman world, and like they're all going to come and like watch the game. Like the universe is like on the line. I like the one line from the preview. Like Don Cheadle, that guy's like the bad guy. He's like the bad guy, and LeBron's like, my son got stolen by an evil computer algorithm. I thought it was kind of funny.
Yeah. So, second thing I want to talk about
All right.
is a massive event coming up next month, and it seems like as month by month goes by, it's really the same kind of plot, but the people change.
Okay.
And as a businessman yourself, I really want to get your insight on this. We're talking about Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley. Have you heard about this yet?
You love like the fighting stuff like way more than me. Fill me in.
So, I mean, Jake Paul, literally, obviously, internet mogul.
Yeah, I know Jake Paul. I love the Paul brothers. I respect the hell out of them.
Paul brothers, self-made millionaires.
Yeah.
And people have been giving him criticism, like he's been like going after like Nate Robinson, fighting him, and then
that was
going
awesome.
to other people, and then obviously knocked out Ben Askren. Now they're like, oh well, you knocked out like a older like UFC fighter, like you need to fight like a real person now. So Tyron Woodley set up to the plate.
Okay.
So now this guy already like a UFC Hall of Famer. He's a knockout artist. He's got some very good power. But he has a wide fan base.
Is he like past his prime?
Yes.
Okay.
But he's still in great shape.
Okay.
And Jake Paul shows up to like the press conference, whatever, and he has like a huge robot behind him. And Tyron Woodley's just like standing there like,
okay,
what is this guy doing?
Okay.
And so they're going back and forth, and usually it's like Jake who like controls these press conferences. Right. Tyron Woodley, literally like everything that he said, shut him up. And you know, I just want to get your thought on it. Do you think like these kind of like YouTube influencers getting into the boxing realm is a good business move? Is it hurting or helping the sport?
The sport of boxing?
Yeah.
Absolutely helping the sport of boxing.
I agree.
The sport of boxing is nothing. Like, I mean, you obviously are more into like the fighting sports than I am. But like, I remember Tyson versus Holyfield. Like even McGregor and Mayweather. Like I watched that one. That was like a big deal. That was boxing. But like boxing, who gives a shit about boxing? Like, so as far as it specifically being boxing, absolutely good for the sport of boxing. I don't even know. Those aren't like official boxing fights, are they?
So this one is.
This one is. This is like
this
official
is a
boxing
professional
fight.
fight.
Is this Jake Paul's first like official
This
like,
is
boxing
his
fight?
third official boxing. Oh well, I
Like
guess
the other two,
third,
like
third or fourth.
what's the name? What's the name
so
of the?
he's
What's the name of
3-0.
the? What's the name of the like professional boxing like league or like?
So it's Showtime boxing.
Okay, all right. So they're.
Yeah. So I mean, it's legit.
It's good for the sport, and I also like the fact that the YouTubers are doing it because like they're not pussies. Like they're doing something cool. Like everyone's like, oh, these YouTube guys, like they're boxing. Like you got to be in good shape. You got to like Like I've talked about before, like I've been in a couple fights, but like I don't love the idea of like punching someone in the face. Like if I break their like, clearly I think I'm stronger than I am. Like I break their like their bone, like not a big like punch in the face guy. Maybe I'm a little bitch, but I think it's badass that they do it. I think it's great for the sport. I think it's cool. I think it's like awesome because it's like it's an event that people like hype it up for, and like it's fun to watch, entertaining. Usually, I know that Jake Paul won and Floyd Mayweather, or the other Logan and Floyd Mayweather. It wasn't that exciting, but like it's awesome for them. It gives them things to talk about. And then, did you see there was the one that was like YouTubers versus TikTokers?
Yeah, so
it's funny. Like Shelby was caring about that more than me. She was watching it.
That was a disaster, and I think an event like that is something that hurts the sport actually because
that one maybe
they didn't meet like the quota pay-per-view.
Oh really?
Buys, so none of those fighters got paid.
Really?
Not one of them got paid, so they're all suing.
I heard about
Triller
that.
or whoever put it on.
I didn't hear about that. I didn't hear about their suing that.
So
it's because they didn't meet the quota.
They are.
But what are they suing for? It was in the contract.
So I guess,
yeah.
And not one of them got paid. It was all Steve Masson joined. What's going on, Steve? Steve's actually the guy that puts on all the fights in Scranton, Pennsylvania.
What up, Steve?
Let's
fight. My favorite thing was when my favorite thing so far out of all that stuff was when Logan Paul took Floyd Mayweather's hat.
Oh,
that's so funny.
Jake actually took his hat.
Whoever the fuck took their hat, dude, I don't know. Like when he took his hat,
security.
That was so funny. It was so random.
Yeah.
Like it was just like, I got your hat. I got your hat. I got your hat.
And like it's like
stupid
stuff like that he's been doing his whole life to get him to make like millions of dollars. And it's crazy.
It was fake like the Fyre Festival. I think the Fyre Fest is interesting now because I always say I have this thing where like I don't have the ability to disrespect someone who's like more successful than me, and like so many people are like, you know, someone I hate, like I hate Chrissy Teigen. I think she's the most annoying person. Like I have some respect for her. I can't sit around like I don't hate anyone that's more successful than me because I feel like a hater. So like Billy McFarland is famous. Like he's a terrible businessman. Like he's good at like promotion, but I like him because he's in jail now and like clearly a failure. So it's like I can actually talk shit on him because like he's in jail, so he's not more successful than me. But he used to like sell tickets to something that was a fake show, and then like get a bunch of money, and then like people would be like, wait, there's no show, and then so they would run a refund. So it was like, oh shit, I don't have that money anymore. What do I do?
Yeah.
So he set up another fake show, and then like we kept doing that, and like you see, like he ended up being so broke, and then the Fyre Festival seemed cool. He got like people to promote it, and like all that,
like, all the
Kendall Jenner, like all of them like did it, and that was cool. But then it was just a huge failure, like Ja Rule and everything.
So it's a good point. I guess YouTube versus TikTokers kind of was like the Fyre Fest in a sense.
No, I don't know. It
happened, but
it's not that bad.
It happened, but like everyone thought it was gonna be like a groundbreaking event. Like really, nobody even gave a shit.
It's a good question right here, Sean. What's your thoughts on clout chasers and influencers as business people? Good question. I respect what they do. It's hard. Like they're not trying to sell. Well, a lot of them do have like merch and stuff like that, but they're not trying to like sell a product, make a profit, hire people. They're not doing like classic business stuff. But you know how hard it is to like get eyeballs, get attention. Like they're masters at that. So like they're very similar to like a movie star or like somebody who I guess the movie stars get put on like by the studio. But I respect them. I do. Like I said, they're probably more successful than me. They have tons of money. And like, I mean, I have a podcast. It's kind of like the same thing. It's like, you know, basically trying to monetize, like getting attention, getting views. So those people are like the best at it. So as far as like them as business people, it's a little different craft. But I mean, they're making tons of money, the best ones. It's so hard to do. The people at the top are making a lot of money. The people in the middle probably aren't making that much. But I respect it. They got balls and like, of course they have balls.
Some of them just move out to LA with no plan in mind. Like literally just go to like a bigger city and kind of just hope for the best.
But the one thing that I hope everyone knows is that so many of those stories that you don't hear are people who didn't ever make it. Like the people that are at the top, in any of this stuff, like they're huge successes. There's so many people that try to be that. You don't hear their stories of failure. So I feel like sometimes people have this this feeling, this vision that like, oh yeah, I could do that. It's easy. They just like put themselves out there. Like you said, like they have balls. Like it's about more than having balls. Like it's about the strategy. Like people think like they're not strategizing, but they're strategizing. Like that guy Josh Richards, you know him?
Oh, that whole
He does a podcast.
TikTok man,
He does a podcast with Dave Portnoy.
He made it.
I had this guy Casey Adams on my podcast who like interviewed him. We were talking about him a little bit. Like he like has his like week planned out. Like Josh Richards, I'm talking about. He does like content like these days. He does like a podcast these days. He does like his business stuff. Like he does treat his life like a business person. Like he has his time mapped out. He's trying to be efficient with all his time. Like and if you just watch like his content, it looks like he's just like wow doing crazy stuff. But like I learned about him. He does like take a business approach to it. So like you don't get to the top like that, whether it be Britney Spears or like or Kesha or Josh Richards or Bryce Hall. Like these people do have like a sense of business acumen that I respect. So that's my thoughts on it. Social media is just one big popularity contest. I don't know. Not really. He's trying to call in or something. I don't have this thing on over here.
Sean, do you consider yourself and Shelby as influencers? What do you hope to accomplish with your podcast? What's your goal?
Well, for like live lunch and stuff, yeah, I guess we're influencers, but that's like for United Monograms. My goal with the podcast is it's kind of like a different audience. It's kind of I want to grow this into a media company. I got this room, I got this space, I got the equipment, I got Pat, my content guy, and I want to be able to grab eyeballs, help entrepreneurs, and then also be able to like help other podcasters grow like a community of podcasters and just be able to like, then it could be a business, you know, bring in advertisers who you could like share across different podcasts. And I love the idea of that. I love the idea of helping people, entertaining people. I really do. One of my favorite things in the world is sitting down and talking with someone like a young person. They want to start a business. And like when they're early in that stage, like I love sitting down, talking with them about what they're going to do. Like most of the times people are like, oh, Sean's annoying because like, they'll be like, yeah, I have this idea where like, I'm going to do this. I'm like, all right, we'll do this and this. And they're like, well, maybe like next week. And then like, it's all about like, no, you got to do it now. Like I was talking about with Senzi yesterday.
Episode coming out on Monday.
Yeah. Like that is, a lot of it's just about doing and stuff. And like, if you can like either help someone with the logistics of that or the mindset of that, it's like my favorite thing in the world. So I love helping entrepreneurs. I love talking about business entrepreneurship and learning from other people and helping other people. And like, I guess the podcast is networking. It's you know, the best credibility you can have in the world is a personal brand. If you lose everything, but you're still you always have that. So I want to have that card. I'm me. I think I'm incredibly valuable. I think I'm incredibly smart. I think I'm somebody who can help people. I think I'm somebody whose opinion is worthy in many situations. And I guess like if no one knows me, then I don't have that like on my business card, the fact that I'm me, and I want to have that. Also, it's a great business model content if you can pick it up. 99% of people fail. Very hard to make money in the beginning. That's why I started my business first. That can kind of help fund this in the early stages. But for every shirt we sell, there's a cost of goods sold associated with it. You sell 1 million shirts, every time you got to buy the blank product. You have to do the labor. But like with content, I love the idea that the business model can be like make a piece of content once, and for years and years it keeps getting views, keeps getting traction, and the expense was only incurred once. So I love that business model. It's the opposite of what I do now, so I'm interested in it. I want to learn about it, and it's not going anywhere. Like everyone can have a podcast these days. Everyone can be an influencer. That makes it harder, but there's a reason for it, and it's because like you can go out there in the world and like talk to someone. You know, if I wanted to start a podcast, imagine if you want to start a podcast or have a radio show in 1998. It's essentially impossible because you need to have a radio give you a slot and let you talk on the radio on that time.
Pay for the slot.
Yeah, I mean that's an ad, but I'm talking about if you have a show on a radio show like 92.5, 3:30 p.m. Jimmy in the Butt or like whatever the show is. Like there's only like so many slots. Like it's so hard to do that, but now everyone can do it, and I'm not working.
Yeah, now it's just a couple taps on the phone.
And like,
open up the app,
exactly.
Click live.
And I know everyone's doing it, but like, don't bet against me. Do not bet against me. You go to trade shows for your business and networking events? No, I don't really. I'm not a big fan of like personal like events. I don't know. Yeah, where do we get this over here? How do we pull up like the? Oh, right here, comments. All right, there's going on here, brother. I can't see. Oh, all right.
Yeah. we still need comments in here. Don't forget, winner gets beer money for the weekend. Not for the weekend, but
I mean,
your favorite case of beer. But basically, depending on how much you drink. So send in some questions here.
Did you hit all your topics?
You know Richard Sherman.
Richard Sherman, yeah.
Did you see how he got arrested?
You got arrested?
You didn't see that?
Dude, what am I like? How am I noticed
Oh
that?
my god! So like,
Yeah, Richard Sherman, quarterback, Seahawks.
yeah.
49ers.
So apparently, like, lost his mind one night, and like,
He's like, they always say, like, Harvard educated.
yeah,
This,
lost
that
his
guy.
mind, and like, literally got like in a shit ton of trouble. Now he's like coming out.
What'd he do?
And everything.
What's the charge?
Just being like, so I think they were charging him for like felony mischief or something like that. And then like,
So he's just
because
like,
he was just losing his mind. He was like, "You call the fucking cops. Like when they get in here, I'm gonna fight them."
so he's just like running around town being
Yeah.
reckless.
Yeah,
That's actually like kind of,
essentially.
that's what he did when he was like,
Yeah.
I forget who the receiver was. The guy on the 49ers when he was on the Seahawks. But he was
Oh yeah,
Crabtree. He's like,
yeah,
Michael
yeah.
Crabtree. He's an average receiver. He was like kind of like in that
Yeah.
zone after the game. And
That's funny.
so he was basically just like doing that. Like in the
Yeah,
street.
he got.
That's interesting.
Well, it was like I guess it's, or like around the neighborhood, and like his whole family called on him because he was like just literally lost his mind. So I mean, that's like interesting, like kind of how if they're gonna keep him on the team now or if they're gonna release him. But I don't know. We'll see.
He's not as good as he used to be. Are you street smart or book smart? Are you book smart, Pat?
I am.
I'm just getting to know Pat.
I'm a combination of both, but I would say I'm for sure more street smart than book smart.
Like, what'd you get on the SATs? Putting you out on the
Shit, I
spot.
have no idea. I think like 1090. Like nothing. Like I'm not.
Yeah,
like,
I got like 1150 or something.
Yeah.
Like that. So I'm smarter.
But I would say I'm more street smart.
Yeah.
What about
me
you?
too, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I call myself hyper rational. Like I just never stop thinking, and I just try to be logical, and I just try to be like hyper rational. I'm not a genius. I'm not going to solve some like crazy, like computer algorithm or something like that. But I'm smart enough to figure out anything I set my mind to. So it's like, all right, what's important? What am I doing? What's my ultimate vision? And like, what those steps do I need to get there? I understand. Like, I'm an absolute genius with mindset. Like, I understand mindset as well as you can.
Here's a good one. How many beers do you drink in a month?
How many beers do I drink in a month?
Yeah.
Probably like 40. Is that a lot? In seltzers.
That's like 10 beers a weekend.
I
You
mean,
probably drink more than 40.
no. I mean, I
No?
don't see. I'm not a crazy weekend guy. Like Saturday and Sunday are basically like work days for me. I go wake up, I go to the gym, I come to the office all day. It's just like a regular day for me.
Yeah.
Like I work 7 days a week, every week. So I usually have like 2 or 3, like dinner or something like that.
See,
Like,
I'm
that's
not like
fine.
I'm not like real like I can't. Are you like pro out like you'll only drink beer?
No,
So
I
like
love wine.
yeah, so,
I like red wine.
see, I'm a white guy.
Red's better.
But,
Red wine's
Red has health
it's like the
benefits.
healthiest.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
like,
it's
I'm
out
gonna
there.
drink a glass of
It just
red.
makes my teeth feel like chalk. Do you get that feeling too?
No.
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 Um,
And I love seltzers lately.
I feel like I
delicious.
can't drink beer all day. Like I hit like a certain point where I'm like, okay, I'm either like done drinking for the day or I have to like switch to like a vodka soda or something like that.
Get your energy back.
You know?
up.
No,
Get your-
not even that. It's just like I hit a wall and I'm like,
Okay. No, I gotta
I
do
just
that.
feel
now.
bloated or whatever.
Frank said, "What's your favorite sport to watch?" Pat, what's your background? How did you find each other? You tell me about that. I'm still gonna. I barely know Pat. It's his 5th day.
So my background, I'm from a little town, a suburb outside of Scranton, Pennsylvania called Dunmore. So I grew up there my whole life. I did my undergraduate at Coastal Carolina University, which is 2 hours up the road from here. We're in Charleston. And after I graduated college, I actually became a probation officer, which is polar opposite of what I am doing right now.
Snitch.
But yeah, so like I have a very law enforcement oriented family history, and that's what I did for a couple months, and I realized that's something I did not want to do, and so I kind of switched from that. But like one thing I've been doing my whole life was just like kind of filming and editing videos, and that really worked out for me. I started working for Ducati's race team after that, and I was looking to grow out of the Pennsylvania area so I started browsing on LinkedIn, and that's where I eventually found Sean, and the rest is history from there.
It's not really history yet.
What is your favorite sport to watch, though, and why?
But you got to work on your thumbnail game, right? You got to get that. You got to get your
It's
thumbnail
getting
game
better
right.
now.
I mean, don't get cocky. Don't get cocky. Your thumbnail game is a lot to improve on, but your video editing that I've seen is awesome. Favorite sport to watch and why? Basketball.
Why?
I can't see the video. Proud sister. That's your sister?
Yeah, that's my sister.
Brianna? All right, Brianna, if you ask a good question, you could be in the league for this. But why is basketball my favorite sport? I just love it. I don't know. I always played it growing up. By far my favorite sport. Do you like the NBA at all?
Nah,
Dude, why not?
I hate it. I love college basketball.
Oh,
But I feel like my favorite sport to watch is college football.
well, college football.
It's like, all right, because like even in like any professional sport, like the first half of the season, they don't take it serious. But then it's like, all right, we have to win this amount of games to make playoffs. Then they start trying.
I will say,
College football, it's like if you lose one game, you're screwed.
I love the NBA playoffs. I love it specifically. I casually follow the NBA throughout the season.
NBA playoffs are
I love
they're
the
intense.
NBA playoffs. Like
Yeah.
when they start, like I probably get like 8% less productive. Probably like 2%. I just check the scores. I don't stay up all night and watch the games. I just check the scores, which is like I'm massively productive. So like even me just watching a 10-minute YouTube clip of the game was less productive. But basketball is the only sport you like, Sir? Great sport.
See, like on the other hand, I feel like I would rather watch the Stanley Cup playoffs over the NBA Finals.
I'm not the same as you. Like, I'm not,
Like that's the opposite side of the spectrum.
yeah, like I don't like hockey, and I don't know anything bad to say about hockey. I just never played it. I don't really like it. Do you watch the current NBA playoffs? Of course. Well, I've been saying I love the NBA playoffs. Yeah, I'm watching it. I mean, I got to admit, like I have this like disease, and it's that if I watch more than 5 minutes of commercials in a week, I go insane.
I hate commercials.
Dude, I
hate them.
no, I hate them more than you. I promise you. I promise you. I hate them more than you. The only time I watch commercials is Saturday Notre Dame, and it's freaking. I stream it, so it's like the same commercial every time. I love waking up in the morning because the NBA games are so late, man. I go to the gym at 5 a.m. every day. Wake up in the morning and on YouTube they got the like 12-minute highlight of the game, so it's essentially the whole game without commercials. And I watch it all. And the worst thing that's happened is like if I don't know who won, I try so hard like not to see like the
news clips in the morning.
No, just like the headline on the YouTube video.
Yeah.
Because it says the score. So sometimes I catch it like fuck. Then I'll fast forward to like the last like 6 minutes. But and I love box scores. I love the NBA box scores. Like I know the players. I love the NBA.
There's just something about like watching an event live that makes it like so much better to me.
I mean, if I'm with people, yeah. But like, I don't know. I mean, the NBA like Game 7, like that's all I'm staying up that night. If LeBron was in it, I'll be staying up every night to watch the game.
Yeah, the Bucks and Suns in the finals.
Yeah, I mean, I love Chris Paul.
You told anyone that like 5 years ago.
I love Chris Paul. Chris Paul is a killer. He's a fighter. He's a little dog. I love him. He's one of my favorite people in the world. I fell in love with him last year. He was on the Thunder, and like the team sucked, and he just like kept fighting. They made a run. I love Chris Paul, so I'm happy he's in it. That being said, yes, this finals isn't the best one. Dude, imagine if Cruiser, ask a question. A good question, an insightful question. Imagine, and obviously LeBron timed it like this. Imagine if the NBA Finals were going on right now and LeBron was in it, and Space Jam was coming out. Like that's obviously why he planned it.
Space Jam.
I'm not saying do you like or not like Space Jam.
I'm
just saying that's how he planned it. He planned it to come out right around the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
So that if he was in it, that would have been a sick.
It was a good move by him.
That would have been a sick like promo.
Did you see how he promoted it? After they lost in his press conference, he's like, I'm taking my talents to the Toon squad.
Yeah. I thought that was kind of funny.
I mean, yeah, that was cool.
And like, obviously he planned it that he would be in the NBA Finals or win the NBA Finals, and that weekend would have been the premier weekend. That would have been Hollywood at its finest. Like he wins in 6, and that Saturday, the game's on Friday. Saturday, the movie comes out. That was what his plan was, clearly.
Yeah,
because
I don't know how they lose. Like they're
the Suns
unbelievably stacked.
Well, Davis was hurt, and the Suns are just really no one understands how good they are. Who's my favorite team and player? I don't have a favorite team in the NBA. I moved around so much as a kid. that I don't have like a lot of like a city or team that I like. Sean, why do you think Pat is a good addition to your team? I don't know. Bad research. No, I'm just kidding. All right. I have this podcast and I need someone to edit it, but also I want to take it to a bigger level. I had a pretty good editor, but I think it's more than just an editing job. It's also a marketing job. It's also a content job. It's also, there's a lot to it. Like, how do you build a media company? There's no right answer, but it involves hustle, effort, hard work. It involves like the skills, the very specific skills of editing and stuff like that, which has got you in the door. You're a cool guy. I still think you got so much to learn. You're a fucking rookie. Like, I thought you might maybe one level up than you were, to be honest. But I'm just saying that's your sister. But like, no, like, don't get cocky. Like, you got a lot to learn. Like, I'm paying you pretty good, and like I'm excited to have you. Like, you're a cool guy. I see you have talent, but you got a lot to learn. Like, I see sometimes when I'm saying stuff to you, you're like, what are you talking about? Like a content calendar and shit? I'm like, dude, yeah, content calendar.
There's
like,
chemistry to be built.
Like, there's chemistry to be built. And like,
Yeah.
and like, you saw me yesterday. Yesterday was the first time you kind of see me get in the zone a little bit on this side of it. You saw me talk to all my employees, and you saw me in that zone. I have two different zones. I'm running a $5 million, 17 employee company out that door. Inside this door, I'm running this content thing, and like you through the first week, you kind of see me in the two zones a little bit.
Yeah.
Like yesterday, I was on my game a little bit when I was talking about BMA and like the what you see the quote I put on your doc this morning,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to give you
Every
credit,
time you pick up the camera, know the title of it.
and that's your quote. You said it. You said it. It's your
Yeah.
idea, but it's like you got to be efficient. You got to you want to put out a lot of content.
Yeah.
So how do you put out a lot of content? You have to be efficient at creating content. How are you efficient at creating content? That's the strategy. All right, so you have your baseline. You do your podcast, you do your Dream Grow Rich, and then you have to get clips from those things. That could be 2 a week. Then you hit me with a question every day, which you did like 2 out of 5 days, and one time put it in one place, one time put it someplace, one time put it on a story. Like, but where's the consistency? Consistency is power in content. So like, if you combine all those things, that's already pieces of content. And then I said, next week I'm going to bring 5 ideas. We got to edit them, got to put them out, and you have to understand the audience, you have to understand the message, and you have to have the skill to efficiently and like well donely edit the video and edit the thumbnail. And thumbnails are important. Pat put a black square on my thumbnail of my last Instagram post. Go to my Instagram, look at my last post. It's a black square. Like, it's so ugly. You got to put a thumbnail. You just got to drag the thing. I showed him how to unread messages yesterday on the on Instagram comments. You got a lot to learn, man. You got a lot to learn. You got to think of it as a business. You got to think of it as a,
For sure.
and you got to be efficient. And like, if you're editing the podcast all day, like, you're gonna get faster at that, but it doesn't mean less quality. Gotta be. So it's like it's a content business, and you gotta hit it in the game. Yes, we got to get on the same page. We got to like kind of know the niche we're going for, understand the people. Got to know who the big shots are. Got to make sure that some are booked. Got to keep the podcast going. You got to like plan it out, get those things on the schedule, interact with people, give me a little write up with the person, get me set up, build my confidence up for the podcast. Like, make sure all the settings are right. Make sure the mic's working. Make sure. So it's a lot. Then you got to get in a different zone on Wednesday for United Monogram show. So it's like, so I don't know. I think that answered the question. Yeah, it went in.
I don't like players that hop from team to team. I get that they're in the business of making money, but basketball is a team sport. Correct. I am 23.
Sean, chug your
Sean,
beer.
chug your beer.
Let's both take a chug. I love you, bro. Got to criticize you, or like, constructive.
Sarah Baby's been killing it with the questions. Keep it up.
Sarah Baby like always wins. Humble them out. There you go. That's what I was doing, Brandon. No, dude. I mean, I think I got an eye for talent. Pat's got talent. Pat's got skills. And dude, your video editing is amazing. My favorite thing you did so far with the editing was the on the meditation one. It was like,
Oh, nice.
that's badass.
Gold Dust?
That's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so good. Like, among many other things. So, you got tons of talent, tons of energy, and dude, we're gonna do something special here.
For sure.
And like, let's give him a little peek over here. This is the room. Wait, my thing's connected.
Wait, here we go. All right, so we're here. This is the new warehouse here. We have all this space here. Thinking about putting a lot of different things in here, but over here is where the new studio is. Set up here.
I blocked out this space for like for the podcast, for the media vision. I mean, I think you're liking your desk now, right?
Yeah.
All right, maybe we'll just keep you there. That's fine. This can still be I thought this would kind of be like the area where you are. But that's fine. I mean, no one's in that room. Like, that's your office. You can put a little picture of your sister in there.
So this bay, I don't know if you've been at war with this door, because this bay has been kind of closed off from the rest of the warehouse, and
This
all the way
door
at the end of this where I showed you, there's a little door that we needed to get put in, and it just got put in.
like just got put in.
Like just got put in.
And like I planned on having it like months ago, and like it was messing with my head. I admit, I was going through like the building transition. I was going through the transition with a content person to like that I need by my side, and like it was like messing with my head, man. I was like, I need like to like get the space. I need to be able to like walk through here and think and look around. It all kind of happened at once. Pat came and you were here when they were sawing through it.
Yeah.
Like I literally planned on having that happen like months ago.
And it's like a jackhammer that they burst through this concrete wall with.
Yeah.
It's like metal, like wires coming through. And meanwhile, while this is all happening, we're trying to have like a serious meeting. And I can't hear a word he's saying. He's getting frustrated because I can't hear him. But all I'm hearing is boom, 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 boom. And he's like getting so mad. Like, I can't hear you.
See, I got this. I've trained my brain to be able to like block out things I'm not interested in.
Yeah.
I got that. I guess I got some years on you, you know. So I got like, even though honestly, in my fucking soul, I think I'm like 24. I feel like a 24-year-old every day. Like I ran a 5:38 mile the other day. Like it was on a treadmill. I gotta clarify that. I don't know. I've always been like I've always been like deceivingly fast. I don't know my 40 time.
5:30, that's fast.
It was on 5:38. It was on a treadmill, so it's easier on a treadmill because like you just gotta not fall off.
Yeah, you set it to a certain speed.
Yeah. But I mean, but like it's not that easy. Like I go every day. I work. I wake up. The first thing I do is just go fucking to the gym and go so hard. And that's my all right. Now I'm obviously awake after that. But I've been working on my mind, and I go to the gym for my mind. I don't even go for my body.
Speaking of your mind, how do you like have the mindset to wake up? Like he wakes up at 5 a.m. every single day. He goes to the gym.
Yeah. How
do you like consistently do that? Because like if I wanted to like work out in the morning, right? And I say I want to work out at like 6 o'clock in the morning, I'll set my alarm for 5:30 a.m. When that alarm goes off, it's like, do I want to like actually do this, or do I want to like go back to bed and like gain these other like extra 2 hours of sleep?
Yeah. So sometimes I have to make the decision: what'll be more beneficial, a little bit more sleep or the gym? But that's on like a rare day where I have like a long night or like a late podcast or something. The answer to the question is actually Shelby. Shelby's always been a morning person. I've always been a night person. So she like likes waking up early. So like she gets me out of bed every day. Like she is the one that like if I were not with Shelby, like I don't know if I'd be able to get up at 5 every day. I mean, right now I probably could because it's just like built into me. But it's like a habit now. We've literally been going to the gym at 5 a.m. every day for 3 years. In like the 3 years before that, it was 6:15. So like it's just part of me now. But Shelby helps me get out of bed, and once I get out of bed, we drink this fucking juice, like the pre-workout.
There you go,
and
Shelby.
Then, early bird gets to work. And like what the fuck else am I gonna do? Sleep like a little baby? Literally a baby? Like I'm not a baby. I'm a fucking $20 million sales at a $3 million building. Like I'm not a baby. I'm gonna sleep, bro. I'm tired. Like I'm not a fucking bitch. So like I just get up and I work. So
that answers the question.
Yeah, like what else am I gonna do? So I need 90 more minutes of sleep, so I'm not tired. Like no, I gotta get to work. I gotta get to the gym. I'm usually at my desk by 7:15, and like I usually don't leave till like 6. Like I'm working my dick off, and that's what I love to do.
What time do you like start winding down? Because you don't leave here till late. And
I mean,
you go home, and then what time are you like in bed by? Like,
early. That's what. If anyone ever asked me the key to getting up early, my number one answer would be going to bed early.
Yeah, because I feel like I no matter what I do, I cannot go to sleep until at least 11:30.
Well, obviously you could break that cycle, like if you started it. Like,
unless I take melatonin.
Yeah, I take melatonin every night.
Really?
Yeah.
And it doesn't like you don't like because I started taking that for like a short period of time, and then like I started like building like an immunity to it.
Yeah, I probably have some immunity. I don't know. That was check. That was like 50 of them.
Okay,
I don't know,
well,
but I'm also tired because I woke up at 5 a.m.
we're gonna have to add D-Man to the chat.
Is that healthy? I don't know. But I mean, it's a naturally occurring substance. But I mean, part of it's also I woke up at 5, so I'm like a little tired. But Shelby always said she needs 8 hours. I think lately Shelby's been getting 7 hours. I need like
Apparently, like as you grow up, it goes from 8 to 7.
that's why I said I'm not a baby. Like babies in like 11. Like but I can work with like 5.5 easy. I don't even sometimes seven's like not as good because it's like you get that little groggy, like too much sleep. Like last night I slept a lot. And like so like this is probably the thing for you to comprehend is like, okay, so you wake up early, you work all day, and then you go to bed early. Like, what do you do? I work all the time. Like, and that's fucking cool. Like, I think it's cool as shit. Like, I have the girl of my dreams. Like on the weekends, like, or I work, but like I have weddings to go to, and that's why like I moved. I actually moved to Charleston and had everyone back and listen to my podcast. You know this probably. I moved to Charleston because I was too sick of my friends hitting me up to like hang out all the time. And we had this little southernness. Me and Shelby wanted to move somewhere warm, but I was working all the time. No one in my life understood it. They're like, "What do you mean you're working all the time?" I'm like, "No, like I'm working. I'm working." They're like, "Dude, it's like Friday at like 3 o'clock or like Saturday." I'm like, "Yeah, like I'm working," and like people don't understand. So like I just fucking moved away. So now every time I see my friends and my family, I get the full like experience with them. I have a week with my mom, I have a week with my friends, I go to a wedding with my friends. Like I get to put all my energy and attention to that relationship and that experience with them. So I'm basically am equally as good of friends as I was before. And I don't see them as much. So that was like a little hack. That was a little like productivity hack. Move away from all my friends, still keep the relationships, still stay in touch with them. Every time I see them, the experience is like 4 times better, so the relationship stays better because I'm 100% focused my energy on having fun and building a relationship. And people, as you get older, like you're still pretty young, like as you know, you get girlfriends, you get families, like you don't actually see your friends like as much, like even if it's every weekend. Yeah. Okay, so you see this person every weekend. I see them 6 times a year. Like our friendships are equal. Like especially because the 6 times with me is awesome and you look forward to it. And I'm ready to go. And I'm all in on the that weekend and hanging out with my friends. So like it's been perfect for me. And no one bothers me and Shelby on the weekends. We separate like perfectly here. And I love working. Working is my happiness. Like I love building. Like you think Elon Musk is like, oh, let's go to the bar, man. Like no, he's fucking doing shit and he's still cool as fuck.
It's also like super hard and like honestly, that's like such a great move to do to like kind of just move away from all that. Like, yeah. But like when you're like with all like your main friend group that you grew up with, like and like it's like Friday at like 3:30, like 4 o'clock, and they're asking you to go out. Like it's so hard to say no.
Yeah,
it's like
it's hard to say no.
It's not just like okay, no problem. It's like you fucking pussy,
exactly.
like all this shit.
Exactly. It's hard to say no. It's hard to say no.
It's so hard to say.
So
no.
they completely understand if you're 5 states away that you can't hang out that night.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, Sarah Baby like deserves to win.
Sarah Baby.
What are the largest things you gave up when you became an entrepreneur besides time with your friends and sleep? I feel like I gave up nothing because this is what I want to do. Like, besides those things, what else did I give up? I didn't give up anything. I have everything I ever wanted. Like, what else did I give up? See, I gave up nothing. And what I did was I trained my mind to love hard stuff, love failing, love the grind. Like I am unhappy on a long vacation. Not that I've like really done that, but like if I'm on like a 2-day vacation, I can do that. Like
I should better answer that one question.
A
negative attitude.
Oh yeah, I never had that. Like I just love I love the grind. I love the grind. And like that is magic. Like that is like what I want to spread to young entrepreneurs. Like it sucks. It's hard as shit. Like I'm like still kind of going through, like I just got this new building, like it's a slower time of the year, like got a big ass fucking payroll. Do you know how bad every Thursday afternoon is? Every other Thursday afternoon for me? I've got this giant fucking payroll I need to get a huge chunk taken out of the bank account. And I know everyone else, I don't ever let things that are like bad in the background, I handle them like a fucking champion. And like, if someday someone says to me like, oh, you're overnight success, you don't deserve what you have, it's so easy. Dude, people have no idea. You have no idea. Like, people have no idea how hard it is. I'm young as shit. I have this massive building. I have all these employees who depend on me. And like, I handle it with grace. And I do that because I'm fucking trained myself to do it over the years. And that's how you do it. Like, I take every burden on my shoulders every second, every time. Anything that happens is on me. And like, I put people in place. Like Kevin, my operations manager, is the best employee I've ever had. He's incredible. Shelby's obviously incredible. Rachel's great. We got a great team. Like, we got a great team right now, and it's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence. But I haven't even started yet. I haven't even started.
This is a good question. Sarah Baby, again, you're killing it.
She always does this. She has to win.
How do you think having kids will change your priorities and time spent on the business?
Great question.
That's a great question.
I mean, we're at that
That's
stage.
the number one of today. So everyone else on here, try to one up that one.
We're at the stage where I don't know, that could be coming. I don't know. We're not trying. We're not really like, I don't know. You know, we're married now, so like, cool. I don't know. Who knows? But
Hypothetical.
I'm getting a fucking nanny. I'm getting a nanny. And nannies, I'm gonna be, dude. I'll be a great dad. But I'm not gonna sit all day and fucking change diapers. Are you crazy? I'm gonna. Here's one of my philosophies that I've already noticed that I'm gonna continue to do. At your age, like a lot of people might have the attitude that I have now, like let's go, and then people drop off. Life happens. Bills happen. Like reality happens, expectations from your family come to set in. I've broken through that for so long. Like I said, I feel like I'm 24. Like, kids as family, I'm gonna love that baby. I take care of them. Obviously, I'm gonna be. Come on, I'll be great. But like, they're not gonna. I've already like. This is something else you gotta learn. Like, playing things in your head in advance is one of the best things you can do. Like the podcast yesterday. You stand in the room and you're like, all right, it starts, got the mic, sound, like you think it through in your head. Like I said, let's put this webcam on. Like, yeah, you got to think it through a little bit in your head before. And if you think it through in your head, just literally close your eyes and imagine it happening, and like imagine how it's going. And it's happening now. And I didn't think about this. Play it through in your head. And then, so I've done that with having a kid before. I've done that. I'm gonna have a kid.
Yeah, that's a great point.
It's gonna be like, people say it's like something you can never understand. Okay. I'm sure it's very magical. Like, I haven't played through in my head though. So like, I know already what I'm gonna feel like 3 days later, and I'm gonna not lose my approach to life. I'm not gonna lose my attitude of hard work and building stuff, and so like, I probably will get a new nanny. And nannies are awesome, dude. Like,
you don't have any pets, right?
No, hell no.
No.
Hell no. Not a big pet guy.
See, I'm a dog guy, but I feel like what you were saying, like I see like other people, like even like through college, like how much responsibility that is. It's like insane.
Yep.
And like I play that through my head, and I'm like, I love dogs more than anything in the world, but right now where I'm at in life, I cannot have one again.
Right.
Like I want one so bad.
Yeah.
I want a little German Shepherd
Yeah.
puppy, but that can't happen.
Don't do it. But you'll see as you get older, like your friends who like get married or get together, get a house together. I would say 80% of the people I know that are my great friends, they get dogs as like practice for kids. Like they're basically saying like, this is 0% diss or insult or anything negative. Like I'm just not exactly like that. But like they were basically saying like we're a home, we're domesticating ourselves, we're getting a dog. I can't go out tonight because I have a dog. Like I swear to God, I've not. You should do that. Like it's very normal to get a dog. It's very healthy, but that's like practice for it. It's basically like before the wedding we had a dog. After the wedding we have a kid.
Yeah.
And like they're basically like a dog is a huge step in a relationship. And like for a single person, it's kind of like a different approach. But like it's It's a lot. It is a lot.
Yeah,
It's a
for
lot.
sure.
It's a lot of work.
And
a lot of
God,
work.
and God forbid you ever split up with the dog. Like, who gets the dog?
Right.
You know?
Yeah, and I know.
Is there like a dog court?
I know a couple of relationships where that's happened. And it's like really awkward.
Yeah.
You tap into love you never knew, but I work even harder to give my daughter the best life. There you go. And also, here's another great skill: spinning perspective. Like, oh, I'm gonna work hard. I'm working hard for my kid. Like, I'm never gonna stop working hard. So whatever perspective I spin it in, like, it doesn't matter. Like, but yes, that's great. And like, you work harder, and like, you got to figure out, like, you have to take care of the kid. Of course, that's like that's your job in this world. Like, if you are gonna bring a kid in this world, it's your job to take care of. No one else's job. Like, you have to, like, so don't have a kid if you don't want to take care of it. Like, but now I'm ready. Like, I can do it tomorrow.
I would look great with the German
You
Shepherd.
would look good with the German Shepherd. You would look good with the
Thank you.
German
I used to have one. He was actually the police dog of our town. So if you
Shepherd.
ever,
Your dad's the police chief. Right,
the police of chief, yeah. Welcome to Drink and Grow Rich. But yeah, I used to have one. He was a badass.
So you
But
didn't.
yeah, no, so-
she
so-
called it.
So my dad, he knows like all the like commands. Like he knows how to like train German Shepherds to be like robots.
Really?
And
Like there's
we were
certain- there's
supposed to
certain
get
commands?
one like 3 years ago. My dad was all in on it. Like he already like basically like bought the dog. Like he put like a $2,000 deposit down on the dog. And then when it was the day to come home, my mom was like, "No, that dog is not coming in our house."
What did your mom say?
And so my dad was like, "Does anyone need a dog?" We like gave the dog to someone. Yeah, Brino, Stash, yeah.
What did
but
your mom say when you put the deposit down? Did she change her mind or did she not know?
he did it without her knowing.
Okay.
So he thought he was
Don't
just
do that.
gonna like bring the dog home, and she like had a fit. And his whole like thing, like he was so pumped. He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna have this dog like a freaking robot." Like he was so ready to like train this dog. That we just never got.
Dang. I always said if I ever end up having a dog, it'll be like from the movie Beethoven, where like the kid's sneaking into the house and like I don't know about it, and like there's nothing I can do about it. And I'm like, all right, and then I'll end up falling in love with the dog probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like that's good. Your dad was trying that. It's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Your mom instantly falls in love with it. She's just like,
So
no.
yeah, so originally we had like a little Yorkie, like when me and Bree were growing up, and how that dog got presented to my house. My dad did not want a dog, but my mom like kind of just brought it into the house.
Oh, so he was trying to. Okay.
So he tried to get his like revenge, like 15 years later.
No, don't say revenge. He was
Well, it's
trying
not
to,
revenge, but he tried to like
he's trying to be
reciprocate what she
nostalgic.
did.
He's
Yeah,
trying to be nostalgic in his
Yeah.
own point of view, and do the same.
say
type
like
of thing.
basically you did this.
Although isn't
when I
a
didn't
Yorkie,
want
although
one,
isn't a Yorkie like littler?
It was literally like the size of his body.
The
And-
German Shepherd's like
Yeah,
it's a different
Yeah.
different types of dog.
but I mean, type it in the chat too. Do you guys like bigger or smaller?
Dude, my
pets?
mom is trying to come in here.
Get her in. Get her in. Oh, here we go.
Like I hit it before.
I think she clicked off it.
I don't know if she's accidentally hitting that. Like, it'd be fun if she came in. Mom, try again. Hit the button. We're trying to accept you. Sean, why hell no to pets? I love human beings so much that I just love human beings, and I'm a speciesist. I'm a speciesist. I respect dogs. I don't blame anyone else who has dogs or cats. I like that for them. For me, I just love humans so much that I'm down for humans. And pets can't talk. Pets can't like ever take care of you when you're old. And that's not. They can't talk. They don't. People love the validation of the you come home and the pet runs up to you and you feel loved. I'm already loved by myself, so I don't need the validation of a pet. And like I like humans more than pets. And me and Shelby actually feel the same way about it. Like we don't really like dogs. It says Jimmy Law is unable to join. So mom, try again. I don't know. I can't believe she's calling in. She usually never watches it. It's like your sister. In like 8 weeks, she won't be watching this. It's like, but it's your first time. Yeah, man. But this is good. It's like we can like talk through the audience. Like,
Yeah,
that's
for
like
sure.
a content business.
Sarah, baby, what is your favorite beer to drink? Because you're about to be about $20 richer.
Sarah Baby powers through.
We need
She,
more.
like, she's so good. She's so good. She sees the opportunity.
She's like kind of like a co-host of the show.
I mean,
She
is not
comes to questions.
This is not the first time. You know where she's from?
Where's that?
Sarah Baby is from. She's a gem. She's a United Monograms gem.
Oh,
Yeah,
how about that?
she's a gem. She's one of the best gems there is.
So she tunes in
But I
on
think she
every
also,
Wednesday and Friday. She's
I think
tuned
she
in.
also like probably likes me more than like the other gems. You know, but she like,
Welcome to the dark
like,
side.
how could she not win? Right?
No, she's all in.
Like she's won before. She's probably won like maybe twice or once. I don't know. But Ghost XX.
Oh, she likes Dos Equis.
Oh, Dos Equis?
Yeah,
The most interesting man in the world.
yeah.
Those are the best commercials, dude. I want to get my mom like when we were second to call in. That was crazy. But Sarah, baby, just give us one more question, just for fun. Eska, something put that on the spot again.
Yeah, give me one. I agree, Sarah, baby. You are the coolest gem.
See now, like Pat was on. Pat's gonna be helping live at lunch and stuff.
I was on live at
picking
lunch as
winners,
well.
like
Yeah.
like we know like, a lot of people in there, so like we were like, let's let Pat pick, and like you know, like he won't. It's supposed to be unbiased, you know, and like because sometimes we're like this person won, or we know this person and stuff. But now like you'll probably recognize her on Wednesday.
Yeah, for sure. Live lunch is fun. We got some cool
We
stuff
gotta get
planned
this
for
to
that.
live at lunch.
Who would you? Oh, that's a good one. Who would you trade lives with for a day? That's a good question.
Taylor Swift.
Why?
She's just fucking cool.
You think so?
I mean, I actually remember I said that once. Actually, that's probably not my number one answer. But when she said, when she had that song, like, if I were a man, if I like Taylor Swift's music, and I respect the fuck out of her. She's a badass. She's a fucking boss in the business game and in the music game. She's a beast. Like the way she does her copyrights and her licensing, she's a fucking millionaire. She's so successful. I love her.
Said
But-
no one ever.
But when she had that song, like, if I was a man or whatever, I was like, I'm a man. I'll trade lives with you. That's why I like that triggered in my head. Would you trade lives with Taylor Swift?
Never.
What do you want out of life? Do you want to be
I
a
wouldn't
huge
like. All
multi-millionaire
right, so
star?
like, I don't think I would like. If I were to trade,
You're more of a hater than me, dude. Like, what is wrong with Taylor Swift? She's
okay,
like,
I would do someone way cooler than her.
okay, fair enough. But okay,
I would do like
So I'm-
Dan Bilzerian.
okay, cool. All right, yeah. All right, so let's learn more about him. No,
That's,
let me reframe the question. Think about it again.
I thought you were gonna say LeBron.
I mean, dude, what am I retarded? Of course, I would trade life with LeBron. Like, what? I get to play basketball and like be in movies and be incredibly famous and be incredibly rich. Like, I mean, I love my life. I probably, when I had to hit the button with trade lives, I might like really.
All right, great. So if you did,
Okay. No, but I'm stopping it.
Go ahead.
You have a button in front of you.
Yeah.
You can hit it and trade lives with Taylor Swift. I'm not asking you if you like Taylor Swift. I'm not asking you if you like her politics or her music. Would you hit the button to trade lives with her or not?
Only if for that day I was in Key West.
No, it's not a day. It's life.
Oh, for life, no.
I mean, I love my
wouldn't.
life. I would want to trade with anyone. But like, okay, I'm not asking if you like her, but imagine how great her life is.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want to like spend the rest of my life as Taylor Swift.
Why not?
'Cause I want to be me.
Okay, that's the best answer.
You know,
That's the best answer.
for
That's
a day, I'd click the
for a
button. And like,
day,
yeah, let's
It's
go.
a different question for
We'll
a
get
day.
the free trial.
Yeah. If it's a day, okay, all right. If it's a day, I'm
You're
prob-
saying you'd rather spend the rest of your life as Taylor Swift.
I mean, logically, yes, but like, I mean, if that butt was in front of me and I could trade for the rest of my life with her, I'd have a lot of trouble because I love my own life. That's the
Yeah.
best answer. The answer is supposed to be like, I love my own life. For a day though, like if I had to pick one
A
person,
day,
it
yeah.
wouldn't be Taylor Swift. I just said that because I always thought
Yeah, that's what I thought the question was.
it was. I framed it my own way.
Yeah.
I just always, I told you the song. I was a man. I was like, well, I'll trade that. Who would I pick?
I would pick Dan Bilzerian to answer your question. Boston.
And like, to be annoying, like it does depend on that day, like what they're doing or whatever. But like, yeah, Dan Bilzerian's cool. I mean, I wouldn't pick him. I mean, I wouldn't be against it.
Or Dana White.
I'd hit the button for like. I mean, I feel like if we're strategizing here,
You want to be Chris Paul.
I mean, I'd love to play in the NBA, yeah. But like, what can I? Okay, so if the game is you can switch lives with someone for one day, and then you can like bring the information back to you, I would be like, all right, what can I like learn? You know, like what can I? Like I don't know if I was president of the United States, can I find out information I can use or like.
That's another way to look at
That's
it.
another way to look at it.
Kind of want insider information.
Like, well, how can I like maybe like I would want to be the public relations guy for Twitter so I can verify myself, you know, something like that, you know, something like that, something that's like a different approach.
Something to benefit yourself after the day's over. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be like, what Elon Musk can tweet like Echelon Hour 20 is the best podcast ever. Like everyone follow it.
See,
and then I'll get like a
that's a smart way to
I'll
do
get
it.
like Hootsuite and like it's like and I'll just schedule out his tweets for the next like year to like once a year like talk about great about me or something like that.
What about you guys? If you guys had one day only, to trade lives with someone else, who would it be? I'm like so curious to know.
I mean, like the LeBron or Chris Paul or athlete thing would be like, is it game day?
Yeah.
The Dan Bilzerian, like, what if he has like a lot of business meetings that day? I mean, I'm definitely like overthinking.
I feel like he has fun every day.
I'm definitely overthinking it, but that's kind of what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I mean, if Taylor Swift at a concert, anyway. I mean, you want? Okay, actually, I'm curious about your opinion on this person. I'm gonna name a person, and I want to give me your opinion on them. Kanye West.
Genius.
You like Kanye West?
Genius.
Dude, I'm already reading.
Okay,
I'm already reading you.
But
right.
he lost his mind.
A little bit, yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt he lost his mind. But like,
dude, I love Kanye West.
Musical genius.
I love Kanye West. He's like my icon. He's like my favorite person in the world. No, dude, I'm reading right through it. Here's the thing. If someone's a Democrat, you talk shit on them. If someone is a Republican, you like them. Taylor Swift, LeBron, hate. Look, Kanye, genius. Reading you like a fucking easy book. It's like a second grade reading level. Think deeper. Like that's why I don't make quick judgments. That's why I don't like LeBron. Okay, I don't think he's an idiot with politics. We're not talking about politics. We're talking about other stuff. Like
I didn't say I hated Taylor Swift. I said I wouldn't want to.
No.
Yeah, why would I want to trade my life to be Taylor Swift? But like out of everybody in the world, why would I pick Taylor Swift?
But like,
it's not
I think
a political
I read you
agenda.
A little bit. I like to go a level deeper than just the surface level politics. I understand the surface level politics, and it's childish. Like, I mean, it matters. It's relevant, but like, that's not what a thinker does. A thinker will like swirl around their own stuff, and it's like, oh, this and this because the politics. I don't care.
Sarah Baby she would trade with Lady Gaga. And she says no to Kanye.
She was talking shit on LeBron and Taylor Swift. Sarah Baby is your girl.
Yeah.
It came up.
Because
I was reading you.
You said it.
No, I brought it up. And it's like a second grade reading level.
See, but like a thinker wouldn't bring up politics. They'd bring up something else.
What would they bring up?
I don't know. You tell me.
Okay,
You're the thinker.
Exactly.
Because you're the thinker.
Yeah, I brought it up at the end in a context that was relevant. It's not about politics.
Not at all.
I'm just reading Pat. But that's all right.
We're a neutral group over here.
We're gonna make them
our brands.
We're gonna make them a master. I'm already giving them tips and
tips and tricks.
Yeah.
Here Friday.
Let's wait to some of these people. What does that do? Sean's a libertarian. I'm actually not a libertarian because I went independent. I lean right, but I don't love. There's a need for some government, like roads, police, fire departments, military. Like libertarians are like no government. Like you gotta keep your fucking eye on the government. Like, but
100%.
But I like some. I mean, it's like some government. Like, I mean, it's good. Like roads. You know how great roads are? They were built in the 50s by Eisenhower, all the highways. Like, roads are a very nice thing. And think about it. If roads were privatized, how would they get money? Knock on everyone's door and be like, hey, we're going to build a road. You want to throw up $20? Like, who would pay for roads if the government didn't? Roads are my favorite argument about liking the government. Because who would pay for them? If you get a a call from a random number. Like, hey, would you want to donate $100 to have a highway? Like, fuck that. You hang up, but like,
Exactly.
then you need a highway. Like,
Yeah.
so like that's the good thing about taxes. Like roads.
You also need like,
Infrastructure. I love
Yeah.
that shit. Infrastructure is bipartisan. The government built the roads. And the government probably should build the roads. Like, the government should build the roads. The government, here's the things the government's the best at. Infrastructure, policing, and justice. The government should be in charge of justice. Because it should not be a private company in charge of you go to jail for life or not. It should be a system by the people, for the people, that is governed by somebody who doesn't have any angle.
history lesson with Lowry.
Fuck yeah. Actually, Krieg, I told Krieg he owns it. This is some guy I know
in
from
the
high school.
process of starting a business.
Who is? All right, let's go. Tell me about it.
What kind of business?
Is it building roads? Is that history lessons? All I said was Eisenhower did in the 50s. I thought everyone knew that. I told you when you asked me that one question about. I am like incredibly nerdy about like history, like just because like I got an information-packed mind.
World War II guru over
I
here.
mean, I'm actually like, embarrassed how much I know about World War II.
Which is awesome.
I mean, it's awesome. World War I.
That's awesome.
I mean, I know like everything.
That's my favorite.
I'm actually like so mad that like it's over. As far as like I learned everything like I could know. And, like,
Have you ever? I have a. It's not over. In the alternate.
it's not over.
In the alternate universe, have you ever seen Man in the High Castle and/or Red?
Honestly, I started watching it.
Dude.
It kind of lost me.
I think that show is
I
amazing.
love the idea of it.
I think it's amazing.
I was so hyped for it. I was so hyped for it
It
because
gets a little too futuristic
it got-
for me,
it got
but
stupid.
like the first season was
what
awesome.
the fuck are the films or whatever? Like,
Yeah. Well, that's like
I love
that's
the
like
idea.
the films is what connects them from one universe.
My
to the
my favorite line from the whole show was, "Oh yeah, back when they stole." I gotta say it on camera. My favorite line from Man in the High Castle was, "Oh man, yeah, back when they stormed Virginia Beach, the Nazis stormed Virginia Beach. That was like it. That was it. Like that's what would have happened. They would have came over on boats and like stormed America. So like Virginia Beach would have been like, or like you know, like like probably not Key West, but like the center of the coast would have been stormed by Nazis. I love that. I love the alternative history angle. That show, loved the idea of it so much that I watched it, then it lost me. Is World War II awesome? No, dude, don't get off your topic. Medical supplies distributor. Medical supplies distributor. So you sell to hospitals, and you sell them supplies, and you got one of those guys that's like kind of like the selling pills to the doctor, like a little like person goes into the office and they're like, "Do you need this?" Kind of got a cold call. My husband's grandpa fought in World War II as a Nazi helmet with a bullet hole in it. So he went east. He went to Germany. I feel like Germany is so more interesting than like Japan in World War II. Like, Japan was all on the water. Germany was all like on land. I understand that your business, Krieg. Like, I mean, like, if you have like a specific question about, it's like, how do you reach out to them? I would get an email list. It's like a local business in a way, I would imagine, because you have to sell to local people. So get on Facebook ads, and I've always dreamed of running Facebook ads with a 50-mile radius, like because it's so easy to hit everyone in there. Everyone will hear about you. So yeah, dude, hit up Facebook ads with not a sales pitch, but some type of like content in a 50-mile radius around your area, every hospital, and then create a retargeting audience of all the people who watch those videos. Then lead them to a sales page about why they should buy from you. And then when you show in, they're like, "I know this guy, I've seen him on Facebook." And then they'll buy from you. And you do that with every hospital in the area, and you have the most money you can possibly get. That's what you gotta do. Good advice, brother. Go get it. Go fucking get it. And the more, and it's like a, I used to sell door to door. One of the best things I did, man, it was like a hustle move in college. It was $15 an hour. We just tracked our own hours, but we just knocked on doors. Like and we were like, "Do you need like painting estimates?" So many funny stories from it. I won't go into all of it, but like it was like a great Saturday. Get a tan, get a little exercise, and like make some money and like work on your ability to have someone look in your face and say, "Get the fuck off my lawn," and then go to the next house and be like, "Hello." So like, the ability
that's a mentality.
Like, it's a mentality. Like anything, whenever my life is crumbling, like I'm just like,
It's also like you have to have that mindset, like when you get insulted, like in this ear, out the other.
Exactly.
Like, you can't let like
exactly. Dude. I do it for
One,
my,
it's
for,
like
you
10
probably don't know,
seconds
for
for
my fraternity won every football championship throughout the time I was there. I played quarterback. I
wow.
was quarterback. Like you have to do the same thing with quarterback. It's like I got a good arm, and
Yeah, you have to have short-term memory.
I have a good arm. But more importantly than my good arm is my ability to lead and my ability to have amnesia. Amnesia. Like you just made a fucking terrible play. I don't care. It's about this play. Like next.
That one's
Next.
done with.
Next. I just thought of one of my. I'm gonna save it, but I thought of one of my other pieces of content for next week. Remember, I got that 5.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Don't look back. You're not going that way. Going forward.
yeah, hell yeah.
Show us what beer you're drinking.
I know people who do that at Temple University can't do it. Show us what beer you're drinking.
So how many we drink? I don't know. Let's think like the whitest thing we do. Is like, how many beers do we drink? I don't know, like fucking 7. I don't know. All right, yo. I honestly, Sarah Baby deserves the win.
I think so too. Sarah Baby, very dedicated. Gem.
She's a gem. I mean, I'm
Sarah
sure.
Baby
I don't-
on
I don't-
Wednesdays
I don't-
and Fridays.
I don't really want to give it to her just because, like, I've given it to her before and, like, I love her. Creek, we're doing this. We're getting back into the routine. Every Friday, 4 o'clock, going forward, we're going to be doing this. And tune in next week. He says
She
she
always wins.
I mean, she fucking brings it. It's like, if we,
She comes ready.
it's a meritocracy.
Not
And
you.
Sarah, baby, I love you so much, of course. It's a meritocracy. She's the best. Like, what are we supposed to, like, not give it to her? What are we, stupid? But Creed, you came in a little late, so bring it next week. All
How are
right.
you, Sarah Baby? Here you go.
We've been doing this since 4 o'clock. It's been an hour and 10 minutes. Creed, you just started like 5 minutes ago. You ever know what's on the back of this? Did you? I forget if you did.
No, I
That's
didn't.
Papa.
I didn't show it.
All right. So,
There you go.
all right, y'all. We'll see you guys next week. We love you.
No, Sarah Baby, you have to play next week.
No, I mean, it's not fair, but like, you won.
Someone's got to take her down. Someone's got to be more prepared
Exactly. Don't. Here's something. Don't
than her.
apologize.
Sarah Baby's like the Brady of drinking girl ranch.
Yeah.
She's like Tom Brady.
I feel she's more like don't apologize for being great. I always feel like there's guys who are like 7 feet in the NBA and they're always like throughout their whole childhood they're like, this isn't fair. Like a Robin Lopez or like a Joel Embiid. Like, this isn't fair. Their whole life they're dunking on everyone. She's hot. That's why you pick her. It's actually 0% true. She's hot. I'm not saying she's not hot. Sarah, baby, you're a babe. But
She asks valid questions and she's
the main reason is because we
cool
don't.
and
The
consistent.
main reason we don't have that many people. So it's like if some person's here the whole time, it's like and they're asking great questions and sparking conversation. Of course. So next week, 4 o'clock. What's Pat? This is a trivia question. What's 24 times 7?
Remember back to Sarah Baby's.
Critical thinking. 20 times 7, which is 140. And no, shut up. And 7. So 20 times 7 is 140. That's no, shut up. It's 140 plus 4 times 7. It's 168.
Yeah,
Is that right?
exactly right.
Look, the calculator. I did. Oh, you did? 168. See? People see the question, they get scared about it, and they freak out. They say, I don't know. I, in the moment, get calm, think about it in my head, and I get the answer. And so in 168 hours, Krieg, that's your time to shine. Peace out.
Congrats, Sarah Baby.
Peace out to all you homies over
On
here.
YouTube over
The
here.
ghosts. Later. Sarah, baby, you win.
And this one's it.
That's fun. Like, isn't that fun, man? It's like, who cares if like 5 people